Hello, Mario. Okay, we're on Lamed 30. So Kenny Alter called me. They don't have a Magid Shir, so they want to join us. So there's a guest speaker tomorrow at 6:30.
I know.
Our daf should be 5:45.
Okay.
5:45 should be adequate.
I think the guest speaker is speaking at 6:45. But anyhow,
No,
it's okay.
Kenny said 6:30.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna have Shir at 5:45. And the other Shir is gonna join us because they don't have a Magid Shir.
All right.
Lamed 30. Torah Boran Yain Mavushal Valunta Shel Goyim. Wine that's been cooked, or aluntis, we'll see what that is, that's made by Goyim, asurin. Because they start off as wine, so they're asur bano. Aluntis kivriyasa muteres. But aluntis that is made by a Jew is permitted, even though it's in the hands of a non-Jew, because they won't do yain nesach on it. Kiditnan gabi Shabbos, oisin anumlin ve'ein oisin aluntis. On Shabbos, you can make a beverage called anumlin, but you may not make aluntis. Ve'ezehu anumlin, ve'ezohi aluntis. What's anumlin? What's aluntis? Anumlin is yain udvashul pilpilin, wine, honey, and pepper. That's a beverage that was drank for enjoyment. Aluntis, yain yoshin, old wine, umayim slulin, clear water, va'aparsimon, and a persimmon. The abdi lebe masuta. This was used to drink after you had a bath, and it was medicinal. So since, like other things, you're not allowed to do things medicinally on Shabbos, you can't do aluntis on Shabbos. We're on Lamed Amud Aleph, Walter, about 5-6 lines down. We said that tomorrow we're going to learn at 5:45.
Okay.
At Young Israel.
Okay.
Rav Yosef Damar Tarvayu Yayin Mozuk Ein Bo Mishum Gilui. We know that there throughout Shas is a worry that if you leave a glass of water uncovered, that's called Gilui, you may not drink it because a snake may drink it and deposit venom, so it's a sakana. And the Gemara now is going to go through other beverages. Is there Gilui? Is there a worry of Gilui or not? So the Gemara says here, diluted wine, Yain Mozuk, Ein Bo Mishum Gilui. You don't have to worry about Gilui. Similarly, Yain Mevushal, Ein Bo Mishum Nisuch. Cooked wine, Goyim will not use it for Yain Nesach. The question is, Iboilu Yain Mevushal Yesh Bo Mishum Gilui or Ein Bo Mishum Gilui? By Yain Mevushal, is there Gilui or not? Toshma, Hey Rabbi Yaakov Baridi al Yain Mevushal She'ein Bo Mishum Gilui. He gave testimony that there's no inyan of Gilui by cooked wine. Rabbi Yanai Bar Yishmael Cholash. Rabbi Yanai got sick. Allah Gabe Rabbi Shmuel ben Zerud v'Rabbanan l'Shiule Bey. Rabbi Shmuel and the Rabbanan came to visit him. Yasri v'kom boilu. When they were sitting, they asked, Yain Mavushal, Yesh bo mishum gilui or Ein bo mishum gilui? Armalu Rabbi Shmuel ben Zerud. So the Tana Rabbi Shmuel said, Hachi am Rabbi Shimon ben Lakish. No, the Amoira. Rabbi Shmuel said, Reish Lakish, Mishum Gava Rabba, Uman Rab Chia. Yain Mavushal, Ein bo mishum gilui. That cooked wine, there's no chashash of this snake business. Amrulei nismoch. Should we rely on this even though it's sakana? Yeah, you can rely on it on me and on my neck. Shmuel v'ablate. Ablate is a non-Jew. Havu Yasvi. Aisul kamayu chamim mavashla. Was brought in front of them cooked wine. Mashcheli So Ablate pulled his hand back. He didn't want to touch it because he didn't want to ruin the wine for Yain Nesach. Armalei Shmuel Ari Amru. You don't have to worry. Yain Mevushal Ein Bo Mishum Yain Nesach. There's no problem if it's cooked wine from Yain Nesach. Am Ted Rav Chia, the maid of Rav Chia, Iglei Luha Chamra Mavashla. The cooked wine became uncovered, and she wanted to know, is it permitted or not? Asil Kamed Rav Chia, they brought it to Rav Chia, Amarle, Hare Amru Yain Mevushal Ein Bo Mishum Gilu. You don't have to worry about it. It's Yain Mevushal. Shamed Ravada Barava, the servant of Ravada, Igloy Lechamra Meziga. He had diluted wine, it became uncovered. There's no problem. Diluted wine, there's no gilui. Amrav Papa lo amar el de mazik tuva. But that's got to be well diluted in order for not to be gilui. Aval mazik v'lo mazik, if it's like 50-50, shasi, the snakes will drink it. And therefore you have to stay away from it. Freit Gemara, umazik v'lo mazik mishasi, do the snakes drink this kind of mazug? Shulchan Aruch says, today there's no snakes, so waters that have been uncovered are permitted. But there are Achronim who say Shomer Nafsho should stay away from it. Diluted wine, if a goy touches it, becomes usher, as long as it has a taste of wine. There is no problem with gilui with yain mevushal. And yain mevushal that a goy touched does not become prohibited. So, Vahani Rabbi Bar Chana have a causal ba'arba. Rabbi Bar Chana was traveling by a boat, and he had some wine with him. He saw a snake on the boat. He was sliding and coming to want to drink the wine. He told his servant, chase the snake away. And he dumped some water into the wine, thinking that by diluting it, the snake won't drink with the sarlachoy, and then the snake went away. Lechora, it seems that you don't have to worry about it. However, there's no proof. The Gemara says, a snake on undiluted wine will be moister nefesh to drink it, and even though there are people there and he's afraid for his life, he'll be moister nefesh. But but for diluted wine, he's not going to do it. But he would drink it if nobody was there. So on diluted wine, the snake will not give up its life. He will. But Rav Yanai was in a place called Be'achburi. Va'amri le bar hadei hava Be'achburi. It was a place that was called Be'achburi. Haviyasiv akashasi chamra meziga. He was drinking diluted wine. Pashlu chamra b'chuva v'tsaruni b'frunka. There was some wine left in the kli, and they used a shmata to block the opening of the kli. V'chazil chiver, they saw a snake come. The shakal maya v'rama b'chuva. He saw a snake. He brought water there, added water until it popped the shmata out, and he drank it. Even though there were people there, so you see he's moister nefesh. Amri de mazik iu shasi. Yeah. If the snake himself dilutes the wine, he'll drink it. The mazik yachrini lo shasi. Other people dilute it, he won't drink it. Aravashi vitema Rav Masharshe. Pirukal sakanto. We come up with all these tirutzim, even though this is an issue of life and death. What's the final halacha? Amar Rava Hilchos Yain Mazug Yesh Bo Mishum Gilui. Even diluted wine, we have to be concerned about uncovered wine. V'yesh Bo Gam Mishum Yain Nesach, and there's Yain Nesach. But Yain Mevushal Ein Bo Mishum Gilui Ve'Ein Bo Mishum Yain Nesach. Cooked wine, the goyim won't do Yain Nesach, and the snakes won't eat it. Now, Shamed Rav Chilkiah Bartu V'Igla who kissed the Demayav Avinayim Gabo. There was a barrel of water that got uncovered. He was sleeping nearby. Asla Gabe Rav Chilkiah Bartuvi. They asked the Shaila to Rav Chilkiah, well, can we use this barrel? Amr Lei, Ariyamru Emas Yoshna Lehem. Even a sleeping person, the fear of a sleeping person will be on a snake, and they won't touch it. So you can drink the barrel. But Hanamili be a mama. That's in a day of a belele low. They're not afraid at night. So even somebody sleeping near the barrel, there's a problem of gilu, you wouldn't be able to drink the water. But velohi, it's not correct. Loshna b'yamam v'loshna b'leila, emes yoshna le'am lo amrinon. We don't say this thing of the fear of a person sleeping by. The snake will come by anyway. Rav loishasi mi be'armo. Rav would not drink water in a goy's house. They're not careful with uncovered water. But from the house of an almona, a Jewish almona, he would drink. She maintains the standards of her husband, so she's careful. However, Shmuel did not drink water from a house of an almana. Less lo emes of the gavra v'lo michse maya. The husband's not around anymore, so she's not afraid, and she won't cover the water. Avol mi be'armo shasi. Shmuel drank water in the house of a goyata. Nihiti gloilo kapti. They don't care about gilui, but am karusa meo kapti. But they're very careful on cleanliness, so they won't leave water uncovered. Ikid yami Rav l'shasi ma'im me be'armo. Rav would not drink from the house of a goy. But he would drink from the house of a widow. Shmuel wouldn't drink from either. Three kinds of wine. There's no problem with leaving them uncovered. Chad, very, very spicy. Mar, bitter. Motok, very sweet. Chad, what's chad? Tila charifa de matzuziki. It's very spicy wine. So spicy that it'll break the jug. Mar, yarnica. Very bitter. Motok, very sweet. That's called chulia. Now these are bad quality wines. On the other side, Rav Chama Masli Lilui. Rav Chama gave us a list of high quality wines. Where again, there's no problem with gilui. Chad is chamaru poplin, where they would mix peppers with wine. Mar is absinthin. They put some kind of perfumed something that makes it bitter. Matok is mebarg. And all of these types, the snake will stay away from. Unreish Lakish, Karina ain't bo mishum gilui. Karina, there's no gilui. What is Karina? My Karina, Amravavo, Chamra Chalya, the Asi Ma'asi. It's very sweet wine that came from Asia. Amaravo Vukoma Yesh bo mishum gilui. But in its place where it arises from in Asia, there is gilui. My time, Chamar Medinahu. It is the beverage of the Medina, and the snakes are used to it and drink it. Amarav Hai Chamra de Akrim, wine that became vinegar. Atlasu yoimi, up until 3 days, it still has a din of gilui. And mishum yain nesa. Beyond 3 days, it became very bad. Then there's no gilui, and the snakes won't touch it, and the goyim will not do yain nesa. We're concerned even after 30 days. I'm sorry. Even after 3 days, mishum gilui. For gilui, even after 3 days, we're concerned. My timer, zimnin mikri shasi. Because then the snake will drink it no matter what. Torah Rabbanah. Yayin toses. Grape juice. Ein bo mishum gilui. Don't have to worry. Kamatzi. Sasa shlosha yomim. 3-day-old grape juice. Hashachlayim. Watercress, some kind of beverage made out of that. Ein bo mishum gilui. Ubnei goyla nagu bo iser. But the exiles would not drink it. The law marn ella de les buchala. There's no vinegar in it. Aval is buchala migru buhu. The snakes don't drink it if it's got vinegar, so you can drink it. Kuta chabavli, this is like a spicy mayonnaise. They made it in Babylonia. Ein bo mishum gilu. You don't have to worry about a snake eating it. Uvnei gola and bavel nagu bo iser. Rav Menashe Yispe Nekuri, if you see sort of bite marks, chayshina, you worry that maybe a snake bit it. May tif tif. you have a vessel with water, and there are drops of water falling into it. So a snake's not gonna it's not gonna go with there. Ein bo mishum gilui. Amar Vashi. Vudav tifladi tif tif. It means drop after drop after drop. Then there's the nachash doesn't touch it. Arach Hashem Hashmuel. Pita eina. Small opening in a fig. Ein bo mishum gilui. Keman ki aitana. The Tana of the Ezra. You can eat grapes and figs at night. You don't have to worry that the snake came around and is biting into it. Hashem watches over his people. Amrav Safra Mishum Rav Yeshua Droima. Shloisha mine eresein. There are three types of snake venom. Shel bachur, a young snake. Shokeya, that sinks into the bottom of a glass of wine. A middle-aged snake, shel beinanu mifapeya. It sort of goes halfway. V'shel zakein, an old snake, its venom tzaf will float. Lemema dekama dekoshish kochosh chela. Are you telling me that as a snake gets older, it gets weaker? It's just the opposite. Vatanya. Shlosha kozman shmaskin v'rumit tosefet. There are three types of creatures. As they get older, they get stronger. Eluin dag, a fish, nachash, a snake, v'chazir. So the more answers, yeah, koyach hasufi hudikamoisa. Yeah, it gets stronger. But zahiri kolish, but its venom gets weaker. Then we said, shel bochor, a young snake, shokeh sinks. L'ma ilchasa. Why do we need to know that? The Tanya. Chavish and isgala. You have an uncovered barrel. We're concerned that a snake put its venom there. Even though 9 men have drank from this barrel, the 10th man should not drink. We're concerned that maybe the venom sank to the bottom. He's going to drink it. He's going to get killed by the venom that sank. This was a case. 9 people drank from an uncovered barrel. They were fine. The 10th person died. On Rav Yirmiyah, zeu shokeya. V'chein avatiach shenis kalsa. A watermelon, Rashi says malafafon, a cucumber, melon belaz in French. And you open up a watermelon, you have to be concerned that maybe the snake will come and the venom will sink. And 9 people ate from the watermelon, the 10th should not eat. That's the din of the venom that sinks. Uncovered water. Not only shouldn't you drink it, you shouldn't dump it outside into the public square. You should not use it to mop the floor to get rid of the dust. You shouldn't use the water to make cement when you're when you're mixing cement. You shouldn't use this water to have your animal or your friend's animal drink. You can't use it to wash your face and hands. Places in your body that have cracks, usr. Because the venom. Ain sirta, if there's no crack, mutter. Well, the Gemara says, it's the same thing as Tanakama. Because we have cracks in our hands and feet. Back of the hand, back of the foot, and the cheekbones. I guess there's no crack. According to Tanakama, it would be also according to the Acher, it would be mutter. Amar Mar. You shouldn't use this water that was uncovered to have your animal or your friend's animal drink. Another bride says you can give it to your animal to drink. A cat. Remember, cats used to eat snakes, and they don't get damaged by the snake poison. Ihochi the chavri nami. Well, why shouldn't you be able to give water to your neighbor's cat? The chavri kochish. Well, because the venom doesn't kill him, but it makes him thinner. And you shouldn't do that to your neighbor's cat. The dynamic kochish. Well, his own cat will get thinner too. Hodder bori. Yeah, it gets thinner, but it gains weight later. Well, the chavri nami hodder bori. Well, the same thing will happen to his friend's cat. Yeah, but in the meantime, your neighbor wants to sell it and he's going to lose money. You shouldn't make him lose money. Okay, we'll stop here. Start a new sugya, Yain Nesach, tomorrow, 5:45. Like we said, at the shul.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.